Once upon a time in a small town of Jinja, two siblings, Mia and Leo, faced a heartbreaking reality. After losing their parents in a tragic accident, they were left in the care of their aunt Agnes. Once a loving figure, Agnes changed overnight, becoming cold and distant. Instead of comfort, she imposed strict rules, refusing to give them food or an education. The once warm home turned into a dark, lonely place. Mia, with her bright blue eyes, often tried to find light in the shadows. She would tell Leo stories about their parents, hoping to keep their memory alive. "They always believed in us, Leo. We have to be strong," she would say, trying to instill hope in her younger brother. Their only solace came from their kind neighbor, Mr. Thompson, who often noticed the children's plight. He would leave small treats on their porch, cookies or fresh fruits, hoping to bring a smile to their faces. But when Agnes discovered this, she confronted Mr. Thompson angrily, accusing him of trespassing. "Stay away from my house," she shouted, her voice filled with venom. Heartbroken but undeterred, Mr. Thompson returned home, praying for the children's safety. He knew that they needed help, but he also knew he had to respect Agnes's wishes. One night, after a particularly harsh day, Mia and Leo sat on their small bed, shivering from hunger. Mia held Leo close and whispered, "Let's pray. God will help us. He's always there, even when it feels dark." Leo nodded, closing his eyes tightly as they both prayed for strength and safety. As days turned into weeks, the children grew weaker, their spirits dampened by their aunt's cruelty. But every night they prayed, holding on to the hope that God was listening. One evening, as they knelt by their bed, a soft knock came at the door. It was Mr. Thompson, who had come to check on them. Seeing the state they were in, he immediately rushed in, offering them a warm meal and comforting words. "You're not alone. I'm here for you," he said gently, reassuring them. But just as they were about to eat, Agnes stormed in, furious. "What are you doing here?" she yelled at Mr. Thompson. But instead of retreating, Mr. Thompson stood his ground. "These kids need help, Agnes. You can't keep treating them this way. They deserve food, love, and an education." The confrontation escalated, but at that moment, something changed within Agnes. The anger in her eyes began to waver, and for the first time she looked at Mia and Leo, who were watching in silence. Something in their innocent faces seemed to crack the icy barrier around her heart. Overwhelmed, Agnes left the room in a hurry, leaving Mr. Thompson to comfort the children. He knelt beside them, reminding them that God had a plan. "You have the strength to endure this, and I'll help you however I can. Together, we'll find a way." Days passed, and gradually Agnes began to change. Perhaps it was the sight of Mia and Leo's unwavering hope, or maybe it was the love and support from Mr. Thompson that stirred something in her heart. She started leaving food for them and even enrolled them in a nearby school. Though still distant, her transformation was a flicker of light in the dark. As months went by, Mia and Leo flourished in their new school, and their bond with Mr. Thompson grew stronger. He became like a second father to them, teaching them lessons not just from books, but about kindness, resilience, and faith. Through it all, they never lost hope, always remembering their parents' love and the power of prayer. Every night, they would gather and thank God for their blessings, believing that even in the darkest times, light would find a way through. And so the children learned that with faith, love, and a community that cared, they could overcome even the toughest challenges. Their story became a testament to the strength of hope and the transformative power of love, proving that even in despair, God is always listening, guiding, and saving those who believe. A story by. If you enjoyed the story and would like to hear more, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share for more updates. There are plenty more tales to come, and I'd love to share them with you.